Yo, yo, YouTube world. Here on my morning walk after breakfast, um, it's Mr. Marcus with Miss Suicide. And yeah, today we're gonna touch on one pretty simple subject. I don't want to be all over the place like I was yesterday, but yeah, I'm gonna touch on one thing, and which is breeders. So there's all type of breeders. There's there's people that have been in the game for years, but not always as breeders. They were maybe they were into the game aspect, using them in the pits. Then they became, or maybe they were conditioners, you know, um, part of this game some kind of way, kind of part of this culture. They were part of this culture, and whether you were a conditioner, a fighter, a referee in a pit, with all these great grand champs. And then you became a breeder because you love the breed. You became a breeder in the 90s because you feel like you're over the hill and it's becoming illegal everywhere in the United States and stuff. So in the late 90s, they become breeders because they love, the pit bull fights, because they were involved in it in some kind of way. They contributed. They were either, refereeing or in there with their dog, or betting a lot of money just in the culture, not necessarily always. Leave it, drop it, come on. And then there's the other guys. Then there's guys that still love the breed, love everything about it, grew up hearing about these, old time fights, were intrigued by it, and new times came along, new dogs, and we continued it because we all love this game so much. So what happens? There's people that still work dogs. Badass dogs still came about, and that's why, because people kept breeding them, kept testing them, and kept culling them, retesting them, culling them, breeding, best the best, getting advice, also working together, old timers getting advice from new people, new guys in the game getting advice from the old timers. And and then there's always been the guys that'll get 3 paper dogs, grab a stud, come on, and just breed the shit out of those 3 females. Before you know it, come on, leave it. There's like 3 dogs that live here. No, like 4 dogs, and I don't wanna get them all rowdy. This neighbor, he gets all like, he has video cameras and he gets jumpy when I do that. I could already hear his dogs. They want to come out barking. So anyways, there's like that backyard type breeder that all he does is he has he could be in the suburbs, have a yard like mine, and I could stuff 50 dogs in my backyard, especially if I get a bunch of sky kennels and crates and just stuff them in there and put a bunch of chains on the side. I can do it, but I don't need to do that. That's not my career. I love these dogs, so I have 4. I can take care of 4. I have my hands full with 4 of them, and I'm good with that. Some people need a lot more, but they have different objectives. Their objective is to make a quick buck. You know what I'm saying? And those people, the problem is, you get a dog from them, you could get a game bred American pit bull from them, but you're gonna be getting things that are untested, stock that's not being bred best to best, and it's not about only like the fighting aspect. It's not about only the game, okay? Because it is, that would suck, but okay, let's say at least you got a dog from one of these breeders, right? That just have things thrown in their backyard, and it has nothing to do with race either. Because, you know, there's people that come at me like, oh, if there's a race thing. No. This could be a white, black, or like me, a Latino problem, you know. And so, you know, if I have my backyard and I stuff it with 50 dogs, you know, and I start slanging them at a heavy rate, I'm not gonna be slanging quality. I'm gonna be slanging quantity, obviously. And people getting my dogs, they're gonna be getting dogs that are untested, that have not been worked. You know, if I have 3 generations, that's horrible. It'd be worse than his first dogs he ever sold. You know, because think about it. This guy sold the first generation, okay, all right. But then he, what does he do? He keeps, let's say he keeps 2 females out of 3 litters. Let's say 3 litters. You know, 6 dogs each, 6, 12, 18. He keeps 3 of them and sells 15. He keeps 3 females, and he farms out a male, because, so, you know, these people, if their money, what they believe in, not farm out, like co-own a male, give it to somebody and co-own it. All right, you only got $1,000 for this cold dog. Well, okay, I'll give it to you for $1,000. Hold it on your yard, and whenever I got breeding rights to it, well, guess what? He doesn't need a male in his yard anymore. He slangs them all, puts every fucking cent in his pocket, and then, you know, keeps 3 females, like I said, and calls you and breeds the fuck out of his 3 females, which, with your male that you paid $1,000 for. Well, I gave him, actually, because it's not yours. You're just like holding it for him. For that, you should just rent a dog. You should rent a dog, you know. Leave it in the comments. I'll rent you a dog. No, I'm just kidding. But that would be ridiculous, right? So why would you want to get a dog from one of these dog peddlers? Especially if, and look, you know, it speaks volumes if the guy has been in trouble with the law, you know, and when he was in trouble, didn't have his shit together at all. I mean, that's just a clear message, you know. That's just a clear message to stay away from this dude. You know, you're not gonna get anything quality. You might get something that looks good. I was gonna get at this earlier, and I never did. You could get something that looks great, at least, you know, because it's Gamebred. So it looks like a motherfucking Gamebred dog. It acts like a motherfucker, but he's not breeding best the best. He's not culling at all. So what happens? What happens when you get What happens when you get a dog? You fall in love with it. You find out it's cold, but you're like, fuck it, this bastard, I'm never gonna deal with him, but you know, I got a cold dog. And then you get home and it's fucking dead because, you know, he doesn't cull. He doesn't breed for health. He doesn't give a shit. So what happens? Those unhealthy traits that come with inbreeding and shit, what do you think you're gonna get? What do you think you're gonna get? You're gonna get a dog that lives 7, 8 years. Another thing, what if you get home? What if the dog is healthy and it makes it to 10 years or like whatever? You get home and the dog fucking jumped through this 2-story window where it's been gnawing, you know, where it's been living or something because it's so fucking stupid. Well, my dog would do that, and it's smart if it sees a cat. All right, but that's a bad example. But you know what I mean? It does something fucking real stupid. You know, so stupid that, you know, you feel like punching it in the mouth. So, you know, why, you know, you're gonna end up getting a stupid dog, a cold for sure, stupid. You know, the chances are it's gonna be cold, and if not, it's gonna be like a cur. You know, it's gonna be something that it's not gonna be a fucking 1-hour dog like one of these dogs that you hear about from these legends that were breeding best to best. Bro, them breeding best to best, their worst dog, they considered it crap. What some people today might consider some badass shit, like a fucking half-hour dog that gives out. But I'm talking them in true fucking battle. And a 4x4, bro, a dog that gives out in half an hour to those people was shit. A little cur bitch, 30 minutes. And today, bro, what some people would give for a little 30-minute barnstormer, you know, that'll give hell, you know, to another badass dog that was bred best to best going in. It's also what you're going into. It's not, you know, if you're going into pure shit, yeah, I'm brave. You could have a regular dog that might not even be game. Just be a fucking dog. That's it. Instinct. You know, fight, protect itself, and that's it. You know, it's bigger than the other one. Obviously, it's always gonna get the upper hand. But it's going into battle with what? With shit. So nothing's gonna hang in there. Put one of those big ass barnstorming bullies that are 55 pounds with a 35-pound game to the bone that'll just hang in there. So that big dog is so frustrated from having a permanent, you know, little Tasmanian devil, you know, snatched onto his neck, that it'll give out, you know, it'll cur out. And, you know, and it's been, you know, this has been proven over and over again. I mean, it's not any news, but what I'm trying to get at is you're not, you know, it's not only a worried about one thing. It's not a worry about gameness. It's not a worry, which it should be, because that's the first most important thing we all strive for. But I'm telling you, even if he doesn't give you that and he gives you a loving companion, that stupid loving companion might not understand what love is, because he might be too retarded, you know, to reach a 3-year-old level. Or it might be too stupid to even survive. What if it's healthy? What if it has health problems? And if it doesn't have health problems, what if it's too stupid to fucking take care of itself? Like, it'll just eat anything off the floor, or just fucking stupid. I mean, you know, people know what I mean when I say intelligent, stupid. And if people think I'm like overrating it, oh man, you got another thing coming, bro. There's such a big, huge difference when your dog is smart than when it's freaking stupid, man. You can't do shit with a stupid dog. With a smart dog, you know, you guys even get attached quicker because you got more of a connection. The dog is not stupid. It stares at you, it observes you, it learns you, studies you, learns you, and then, you know, and reacts a certain way. And, you know, it'll trip you out when they're watching TV with you, and they bark to let you know things, but they know how to let you know, like, you know, pawing their plate and grabbing it. God damn, the fuck was that? But yeah, I wanted to make this a short video about breeders. So, you know, don't believe any of these ducks on YouTube. I mean, a lot of these ducks on YouTube like to talk a lot of shit about pedigrees and past dogs and this, that, and the other, and hype you up about a game dog. And they don't really have, they have game dogs, but they haven't followed the tradition, which is calling, which is best to best, which is, you know, just you know, the breeders, like I said, breeders have you gotta have standards as a breeder. That's what I was looking for this way. And some breeders have standards, other breeders have shit for standards, you know, like they got shit for brains, and things should be red flags. Like if you hear about them, you know, you see a badass pen like Tom Garner. I never met Tom Garner. I'm using him just as an example. I don't know nothing about him, but I know, you know, I know one thing. He has badass pens. I know through experience that he breeds with a purpose, and that's gameness, smarts, durability, all that good shit. Why? Because he knows what he's doing. And even though I don't even really like the guy, but you know what? I give credit where credit is due. These other people, if you hear about a guy that gets busted by the police twice, for what? Not for dog fighting, not for nothing. For what? For fucking neglect. Because he stuffed 50 fucking dogs in his little backyard. And then when the court gave him a chance to have 5 dogs, he fucking sticks 36 more. All for what? To be all over YouTube trying to sell them. Oh, that's not best to best. That's crap to crap. Oh shit, I gotta make it home and catch her before. Well, she'll wait at the gate. That's what she's supposed to do till I open it. So yeah, be careful with these motherfuckers. And home sweet home. Okay, be careful with these motherfuckers, because they will sell you anything. At this point, the guy's so somebody like that so desperate they'll sell you anything. But other people like that, I'm just talking about in general. A lot of these people don't test and shit. You know what? I mean, there is legit people out there in YouTube, but you know, good luck getting a dog from them, you know. But if you got good intentions, I know you can. You know, I don't know. Reach out to dude Triple J. He's an awesome fella, and I'm sure you'll get an awesome dog from him. But he has morals that he follows in this game, and he has those traits that a breeder needs. Not a dog. He's not a dog, but you know, Triple J is not a dog. He's a breeder. I mean, he's not a breeder either, but you know, when he has pups, I heard he'll let some go. Hey, those, you know, I have nothing bad to say. But like I said, the proof is in the pudding. If there's news about somebody, listen to the news, see what it's about, see the investigations. You know, cameras don't lie, the news doesn't lie, especially when it's repetitive. You know, it's happens consistently. I mean, so I don't know, just trying to look out for you guys and making myself another video. Done walking, gotta go inside, and the gate's locked. And peace out, YouTube world.